Welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to episode 6C of Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. We're playing Mission 1, and we're just going to wrap it up with this one. I've kind of changed my mind. I was going to go, all the way down this rabbit hole and try to finish all of this as kind of a learning experience, but I'd like to move on. I've already moved on to Mission 2. For those of you who are aware, I had a little clerical error and accidentally threw away the file that ended this thing before. So I think I want to just end this. Now, we may end up with a lower score than we already have credit for when we do this, but that's okay. I want to just end this one. So this episode could be quick. I want to end this one because I want to move on and get on to Britain. Get over there to England and finish and keep working on Mission 2. There's a ton of great things for us to do. Now, I will do this. I saw this YouTube short. It was great. It was just great. And it suggested that you do this with all of your employees so that you get that 125%. And it just seems so logical. I think we should do this. And it also said, no matter what, if you're in the middle of a game or whatever, just go do this. So we're going to. We'll see if that guy knew what he was talking about. He sounded like he did. All right, so now we've got all of our bonuses on our people. Now, in case you're wondering, what that means is that for our engineer, we're going to get 50% less maintenance requirements for all of our trains. For the stoker, all of our trains are going to go 12% faster. For train personnel, we're going to get 10% higher ticket prices because of the great conductors that we have. And then for security, we're going to get robbed less, and we're going to get 10% more revenue from mail and from freight. I mean, this is just tremendous. It really is tremendous. And it does cost some bucks, but that's okay. It's just terrific. It's terrific. Okay. We have to bid. Let's see. Let's just get task focused and finish this. And we will buy a little bit of Barty. I mean, let's see what it would take for us to actually buy him out. It would take 11 million. Okay, that's quite a bit. Okay. We won't worry about that. We have to do a line that goes from Washington, D.C. to Buffalo. You can see we got our little 3-city cluster here growing great. This one down here just hasn't worked yet. It takes a long time to get this stuff down there and get it jump-started. Yeah, lots of opportunities for improvement here. There's lots of opportunities for improvement all over the place with this one. Okay, so DC, we're going to come out like this. We want to go up here to Buffalo. And we want to use this tunnel here. The thing they tell you in the hints is your line, if you take a straight line, a linear distance, or a lot of us would say, as the crow flies, from Washington, D.C. to Buffalo, you can kind of visualize the crow flying straight line, and passengers will take the train if the total distance of the route one way is no more than twice that distance. So that's a pretty long distance. I mean, we could probably go through New York. That would be cutting it close. We could certainly go through Pittsburgh, I would think, and do it. Yeah, no problem. We could go to Pittsburgh and up. I think what we'll do is just have a direct line from Washington to Buffalo. Like to come out like here, but it may be a little tight. Yeah, see, it's switches. Oh, it's still considered part of the tunnel all the way up through here. So we can't even do that. We would have to remodel all this to do it some other way, and I'm not doing that. So can we come off of this? Maybe not. It might be too close. How about if we come up a little bit? Yeah, here we go. We can just come off like this. And I've been told that you do much better with your track if you build it in pieces. piece by piece. So let's find our low grade if you don't just run your, is that a line right there? What is that right there? Is it track? Doesn't it look like track to you? Oh, that's a road. That's a road. Okay, okay. Now, I have never been able to figure out, even when I was playing Railway Empire, if I stopped a line like that and just left it out there, how do I start it back? I can pull the end, but I don't know how to get it going again. So I'm going to say that this is pretty good and we'll build it. That's the only way I know to do it. Somebody tell me. I need to learn. Okay, we're going to come in. Let's just go in here. Okay. Now, if we took this out, we shouldn't have done that. There. Okay. There's one side. Let's go down here. I got it. Kind of on the wrong side, but that's okay. We could just do it like that. Actually, that works. So we got a junction on both sides, so we'll do our, sorry, here we go. We'll do our signals, and we'll put in supply towers, like maybe here and here. And man, this really could be a short episode. We'll go from here to here, express, running to Dunham. Let's get a couple of trains and see what happens. And we'll run it and see what happens with this first one here.
My trains have also reached this speed 3 times already.
All right, we got 40 and 52. So our second train should give us the W. So I think while that's running, let's take this opportunity to talk about what we've done a little bit. And talk about some things we liked and didn't like. There's just a ton of things that I would do differently next time. And we're already starting to come up with all kinds of models for different ways to arrange this. And they, a lot of them have strengths and weaknesses, right? They all have the 3C. You can see a 3C cluster like this. Look how strong this is. Double, high growth in all 3 cities. And this one's the one that's running off of this warehouse here in the middle, right? Yeah. What's in this thing? Right now, see, yeah, we've got train loads of stuff coming in to that warehouse, and then it's being distributed out to our 3 cities, and they're all doing extremely well. Oh, we wanted to buy out some of old Walter, didn't we? We'll buy as much of him as we can. Not that it matters.
What do you want with my ship?
I typically won't do that. I typically would buy him in bulk, but we don't have the money. And okay, train 2, it's waiting for deployment. I don't particularly care for the way the deployment's done with the waiting. I get it. You're spacing out the trains, and it certainly makes sense. But and I'm okay with it really for passenger lines because of you really do want to kind of space them out a little. But for freight, if I've got a bunch of freight that I need to load and it's sitting there ready to go, and I want to run multiple trains, I'd kind of like to be able to run those trains. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Vern? So, okay, 58. Okay, we're definitely going to be good with this train right here. I mean, we could ride along if we wanted to. Not sure about the rotate the camera. Not sure about the walking through these. I find that a little hard to do. How's everybody doing today? Don't mind me. I'm just hanging on the outside here. There we somehow got into this room. There we go. Now we were almost in the train. We don't seem to be. Can we actually go in? I'm not sure you can actually go in the compartments with the people. You can kind of walk along beside them. We can see our engineer and our stoker. I don't know where our other 1,400 employees for this train are. We do have lots of employees now. What was it? Oh, this has got our mail and all that stuff. Okay. Let's just keep going. Where are we?
We both know nothing about trains, but I have people for that. No one buys my stock with impunity. Remember that.
All right, let's go. Let's get this thing done. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to playing this one again. And one thing I will say, if you think about all this grain that's up here in Canada, grain seemed to be a problem to get grain to keep these cities growing the whole time.
Now it's really paying off that I invested some money in a couple of speculative land deals near your rail lines. They have multiplied in value by now. I personally never doubted the success of the steam locomotive. However, what you have accomplished here is something else entirely. Our work here has been a technological revolution, and we are both facing a golden future.
The railroad business had exploded. Brilliant pioneers and their courageous investors had proven that steam-powered rail transportation could more than compete with the expensive alternative of artificial waterways. The success convinced initial doubters, and new routes were springing up like mushrooms. Soon, small, separate routes were getting in each other's way, and the hoped-for profits were declining. Critical voices were raised. How could the railroad business continue to grow if it was choking on its own complexity?
All right, you completed all required tasks for this chapter. You will now be given your final score. You may decide to continue playing and return to the main menu. So, yeah, this is actually a little bit lower than last time. 688, 688,000. You have to have 600 to hit chief executive officer. And it took us, we got 2 years and 3 months. Now, I got a higher score by taking 3 years and messing around with it more. So, yes, I did finish it once, got it recorded, and just thought it dragged. So, I just want to get this done. I really want to finish this one and move on. And we could come back to it. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing it again, played a different way, or played with better, just better techniques that we're slowly developing. And keep the comments coming. You're doing an amazing job. the information in our comments, honestly, I think it's better than any of the documentation I've been able to find. So keep that up. Let's just see how we did. Now let's do. I hope y'all don't mind, I'm going to do Find Friends. I've got some Steam buddies here that play. Let's see how we're looking. Here, yeah, that's me. 702. There's I call him Garda, GRDLT. Awesome Railroad Corporation player. Ridiculously good. Good player at this, obviously. Morgan Sill. Great job, Morgan Sill. Chill, Texas, 14th. He was third the very way back when I first finished this whole saga. And look at Blah Razor. Blah Razor, good job, man. Up to third place. Good job. We're at 511, and you guys here, well done. Well done. The difference, I mean, you can see the difference between 500 and 1,500 is not very much. There's a lot of people in this area here. So way to go, Geezer. That's one of my Railroad Corporation buddies right there. Way to go, you guys. And by the way, anybody who wants to be friends with me on Steam, you're certainly welcome. Send me an invitation. There are some advantages to it, like being able to chat occasionally, and if you have a specific question. I would ask you, don't everybody chat me up at one time, because I just don't have time to answer everybody's questions. But if you're doing comments, and I might tell you in the comment, hey, I don't know if I can help you with this. Let's talk about it some more. And then going through Steam chat would be a great way to do that. I also have a Discord server now, and look at me, Mr. Techie. And anybody who would like to join me there as a friend, I'd love to have you there, because that's actually a place where if somebody got really stuck and I thought, man, I don't know how I could help this guy, maybe I could watch you play and we could work it out that way. So anyway, let's go back and see if there's anything else we want to learn from this one. I think I'm a little bit, I don't like this chain warehouses in the cities to bigger cities. I think it drags a little bit. I don't think you get enough. I don't think you move stuff fast enough. And I know a number of you have made comments about rural warehouses and using those. And then we also need to come up with strategies for the different things we're going to put on our platforms. We are definitely going to be heading toward more stations. I can tell you that. There's going to be dedicated passenger stations, or at least parts of stations dedicated, really dedicated stations, because we want to optimize those buildings that we put on those stations so that we're optimizing how much mail profit, how much passenger profit, how fast we can turn the trains around with like dispatch and stuff like that. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't do here, but of course this was our first one, so we got our toes wet. We did all right. I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something somewhere along the way. Keep reading the comments, keep making the comments, and keep enjoying Railway Empire 2. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for more Railway Empire 2 videos. Thank you.